Are you ready for Christmas yet? Or maybe you're not feeling particularly Christmassy. I think it's quite ironic that often when we say we're not feeling Christmassy, the often the situations that we're in or the way that we're feeling are things that should identify most with the true original Christmas story. I mean, if you think about the characters in the Christmas story, you've got kind of Mary and Joseph who would have, I mean, like many at their time, they'd have been on the edge of poverty. There'd have always been one bad harvest or one excessive tax bill away from potential starvation or one serious illness away from death. You've got the shepherds who would have been marginalised, very much on the edge of their society, not trusted. There's possibly a reason other than the fact that their sheep were on the hills why they were sleeping outside of the village. Even the wise men who turned up on the story several months after Jesus was born. In terms of the way that they would have been perceived in, I mean, if you look in the Old Testament, the wise men are a group that kind of are lumped together with the enchanters and the magicians, always seen on the wrong side of God, slightly objects of fun where they crop up in the Old Testament. So very unexpected and unlikely characters in the story. And then they're turning up, and talking to Herod sets into motion some events that cause extreme pain and heartache for many families within the area, and mean that Mary, Joseph, and Jesus have to flee to Egypt. Obviously, it was a land-based route, but if there had been significant patches of water on the way, no doubt they would have had to use small boats in order to get to Egypt. And so kind of when we're at our lowest, and when it seems as if there is no hope, when it seems as if everything has gone wrong, then that's the place where we can maybe identify most with the original Christmas story, a story in which God breaks into that darkness, and a story in which God promises that he will be with us. Not just when we feel like singing the carols and the lights and enjoying the Christmas dinner, but when life is at its hardest. That's when God promises to be with us. So let's not forget the truth that's at the heart of the Christmas story this year.